Hello and welcome back to Calmsden Farm. We are just up at the general store selling honey, eggs, wool, the lot. We are having a clear out. It's the end of the month, so need to get everything sold, and the wool is starting to pile up. So I thought, why not? We'll get rid of that as well. So we'll let all that sell. Still going down. There we go. I just need to get this last bit of wool in. There we go. Super. So we're up to 375,000. Excellent news. So with that said, we will get out of here and talk about what else I've done. So, I've sold the butter and cheese. That's all gone. Got rid of the eggs, wool and honey as you've just seen. There's been a load of slurry taken to the biogas plant. And that's about it, really. There's not been a fat lot to do. It's a very quiet month on the farm. So I think what we're going to do is we'll get back down to the main yard, drop this off, and then we will rest. One thing that I did do in between episodes is to plough up this field or area down by the vehicle shop store and seeded that, rolled it and fertilised it to the absolute maximum. So as we start to skip through time, that will regrow and should benefit us hopefully in the future. So let's advance some time and see where we get to in June. So it's nearly 5:20 in the morning. Looks to be a lovely June day, and you'll see that the grass has all grown, so jobs are good in there. Won't be long before that is fully ready to harvest, so let's go and check on the poplars. So just up at the main farm and the poplar field, and growth stage 13 out of 13, so we are so close to harvesting these. Might be this game day if they're that close. Can't actually remember what month we planted them in, but for now what I think we're going to do is I'm going to do is just get all the animals fed, advance the time a little bit, and yeah, I'll catch up with you soon. Well, another 30 grand in from selling milk. We've been busy, haven't wasted the time away. The animals are fed, and I think we've sold now, that was the 4th load of milk, so money is looking rather healthy. There is still not a great deal to do. Let's just double check back in on the poplars. No, still that very last growth stage. But what I do want to do is just drop this tanker off in the yard here on the right, and then we are going to top up the mini BGA with manure. I haven't got the slurry tanker here, so the slurry will have to wait till another time. But if we just drop that tanker there, grab the trailer and top up the manure, because once that is processed, I think hopefully we'll have another full tank of electric charge, so that's good. which means we can sell that, make a load more money. There we go, 29, nearly 30,000 litres. So let's get round to the BGA, get this dumped in, and then we're going to head back down to the old cow barn, or that area, and yeah, make things right with one of the farmers down there. So, we are down at field number 8. Now, ideally, I would have a vehicle for this, but I think we're all aware that our auto drive course runs into this field, and I think it's time that we actually purchased it. It seems only fair. So, into farmland, and it's an awful field. It really is. I mean, it's minus 87%. So it's a very low yield potential. 138,000, but we'll buy it. So we now own field 8. Job's a good one. It's ready to mow, and it needs ploughing, so we probably might do that at some point. But what we're going to do first is buy the soil map. So that's going to cost us £3,000 just over. Job's a good one. Okay, so let's have a look at it. As expected, not the best, but we now own all of that little plot, so we can turn around and do what we want with it. While we're spending money, the Massey and the Fent, for a change, need repairing. So, I dread to think what this is going to cost. 23 grand. Seriously, we need a new tractor, don't we, really? I think 18 grand for the Massey. We'll do the weights. They pale into significance compared to the tractor repairs. So let's just take a look. We don't need any of these. So we need to keep an eye out now for tractors in the sale. I think what we're going to do is we will mow field 8 that we've just bought. Not sure what we're going to do with it yet, but we will do that now, and then see how we're getting on and see if the poplars are ready. Whoever's idea it was to put them in was an absolute genius. Thank you to all that suggested. It better make us loads of money. In fact, that may fund a tractor. We will see. Right, enough of me chatting on. Let's get the mowers attached and go and do some more mowing. Right then, field 8's first cut. No idea how much we're going to get off this, but I think we're probably going to do it for silage to either sell or stick through the mini BGA. So that's the plan for that. So this is being recorded Monday afternoon. So Saturday and Sunday was FarmCon, and yeah, some fair few announcements made. DLCs, expansion packs. There was a map released, an Oxygen David one, I think it was, Swiss Future Farm. Haven't had a look round it yet, but I'm sure it's an Oxygen David map, so it's going to be of a reasonable quality. The Vermeer pack was announced, and I think that comes out in August. So there's windrowers, a self-propelled baler, which is pretty cool. And then there's the Volvo, I think that's the Platinum expansion, they're calling it. So that's Volvo trucks, Volvo logging equipment. Obviously that's been announced for a while now, but they showed more of the equipment that was going to come out at the weekend. So there's some older trucks, there was a tractor I believe as well, and they showed the Silver Run map, Silver Run Forest map, so that does look pretty good, to be fair. I think it's going to sound really harsh, but for a Giants map, the detail is phenomenal. It does look really, really good. So there's a load of different productions on that. You can build a boat, which sounds a bit like Build-A-Bear to me. It's a shop in the UK where you can build a bear and customise it. Don't know if it's a thing in the States as well or not, I'm not sure. What else was there? Oh, pumps and hoses. The only thing with that one is it's 18 quid. Just over, I think it's actually just under £19. Again, very, very clever, but pricey, I think. I know a few other people have said that. It's a third of the base game cost. Kind of, just about. Depending on where you got it from. Which is a fair amount. But it just looked good. So yeah, I mean, there's plenty of vlogs going about. I think, well, Farmsden guy was there, Farmer Cop, DJ Goham. Yeah, loads of cool stuff shown over the weekend, so feel free to browse YouTube for all that lot so you're up to date. But yeah, it's good to see some of the live streams. I didn't catch all of them. But yeah, an interesting weekend for Farm Sim, whichever way you look at it. So this field is not going to take us long at all. Few little misbits, but nothing too concerning. How many times we will mow this in the future, I'm not sure, because it's very steep in some places. But we can get 3 or 4 bales off here. We'll probably get more than that actually. Then, yeah, all good. And like I said, the whole point of it was to make sure we were doing the right thing and not taking the mickey and driving all over the farmer's land. Probably set a precedent for that now. But yeah, we're nearly done, so I will see you when we are on to the baling. Right, got the Crone baler with the silage additive tanks on. So that'll give us a little bit of a boost. But like I say, there's going to be silage, and we'll either maybe we'll see how we're doing for money. I think I'm not going to call it yet. Possibly sell them, possibly stick them through the BGA. We will decide at a later date. But yeah, it's seem to have been doing a lot of grass work lately, but I suppose it's the time of year. We've done our hay, and that took a fair while. But like I say, the crops are now just waiting to be harvested when they're ready, obviously. The animals are fed and looked after. So the only other thing to do really is the work on the grass fields. We do have loads of slurry down at this this farm, so we can cover this field in that, and we'll need to lime it. In fact, we'll lime it first, then we'll put the slurry on. But yeah, it's just finding little jobs to pass the time and still try and make it interesting for those who are watching. So I'll do a bit more of this, and we'll catch up in a little while. So just on the second headland, I guess you'd call it, and if I just stop for a minute. It's nice working by the river, as long as you don't need to go to the toilet. The sound of flowing water. That was the thing in the Silver Run map. There was a stream, I guess you'd call it, running down the hillside with really nicely animated water. But this field as a whole is a very different looking field. Normally we're working in quite big fields, whereas this is, it's open, but it's on the smaller side, which is a bit different. So I'm glad we've done it. I'm glad we bought it. Although this hill is a bit of a tractor killer. There we go, just over the top. I'm not sure if a smaller tractor would manage a baler of this size, but hey, it's working, and we're getting a fair few bales actually. I know it didn't yield the best, but it's churning them out, so jobs are good and really. So we'll finish this off and then grab the wrapper. Right, first bale wrapped. And let's just have a quick look, actually, how many we got. I can never find this page. So we made, 25. Not bad at all. So, going to whiz round these. Probably won't time lapse it, I don't think. Yeah, I'll see you when we're starting to clear them. Right. Wrapping done. Bale collecting underway. This is not going to take us long at all. Should be able to... I think we'll have one left over. If my memory serves me right, I think this holds 24. We'll get these picked up. Sent the fent. There you go. Back to the yard with the wrapper. So we haven't got to bother. We can then get the lime spreader, get this covered in lime, and hopefully get some slurry spread as well. Right, just retrieving the last silage bale. Can't think of the name then. We will just put this in here for now. Just out the way. There we go. Lower that down and back up. There we go. Right, engine off on the JCB. Let's go and get the lime spreader. Then, with the spreader all filled up with lime, obviously, we are getting it everywhere, to be fair, but it's working as you would expect. Let's get rid of the F1 menu. We'd filled up with the auger wagon at the garden centre. God, a fair few episodes ago now, it feels. I haven't actually done any liming for a while. which is good because it kind of gets repetitive. But it's a necessary evil, unfortunately. So I think we might just get to the end. It's not using a great deal, but we'll see. Doesn't matter. We've got 34,000 litres in the auger wagon, and no, we didn't get to the end. Never mind. So I think 2 passes of this and we'll be done. The other thing that I want to do is get the herbicide sprayer. So once we've done the lime, we'll go and oh, missed it. There we go. We'll drop this lime spreader off and head and get the herbicide sprayer. I will get it right one day. Right then. So environmental score of 53. Got the herbicide sprayer on the little fence. There we go. Let's just do not using any. And let's check the score. 68. Job's a good one. So that's that done. We can now send this back to the main farm. Come on. There you go. See you later. And we can jump in to the massey that's over here, get filled up with slurry, and start spraying. Right then, so we've got a full tanker of slurry, and we are just applying it to the field. There we go. It's a bit uneven. We may need to come over this with the solid fert spreader as well. But, yeah, it's no great issue to us. There we go. We can always just do the slurry this time. And then after next harvest, we can put the solid fert on if we want to. Bump it right up. And then it's just a case of liming every few cuts of the grass. So, well achievable. It's not beyond the wit of man, so that's good. And, we're using it at a reasonable rate, but we have thousands of litres, so no problem at all. We might probably get another bit around the headland. Should I say halfway around, I reckon, maybe. There we go. Fertilise in the hedge as well, why not? And we're out. So let's get out the tree. We'll get this lifted up and folded up, and yeah, I'll go and get it refilled. So just while that's refilling, I wanted to have a look at how much manure we've got. 302,000 litres. We really should do something with that. Probably lease a bigger lorry. I reckon a bigger trailer for the lorry. Back it in here, get it filled up, and get it up to the mini BGA and just leave it processing through there, I think. So we'll get the field slurried, and then we'll do that as probably the last job of today. So just come back for another load, and this cow seems to be having a bath in its own slurry. We'll leave it at that. You shouldn't really be in there, chap. Chap-S. Right, come on, up and out. Up and out, now. Right, let's crack on with this slurry spreading, shall we? So we're back in the field, and I've mentioned this before in previous videos. Because this bar is so rigid, if the ground isn't flat, it doesn't want to work. So you can see how it's working now. It's just very, very patchy. So I don't really know what to do. Well, I do. I need to go and get the solid fert spreader, but that just means that, yeah, it's annoying. We could get maybe a normal, conventional slurry spreader. without the dribble bar, I think, probably is the best idea. But, yeah, just a bit annoying. Work's going uphill, but then, obviously, the tractor is struggling like nobody's business. So, I think what we'll do is we'll empty this tank by just reversing and faffing around like this, and then I'll go and grab the vert spreader, I think. Right then, let's give this a whirl. So, got it set to the max. As you can see, everywhere is going green. So, jobs are good in there. Not going to take us long with this working width. Same as the liming didn't. So, catching every little bit as well. So, nice and easy. Shame we couldn't use the slurry, but I'm sure that we'll have a use for it in the future. So, there we go. Perfect. Right, let's get this done and then go and lease a trailer. Just down at the store now with the Scania truck, and we're going to make a slight modification to it. What's it got? I thought it got GPS selected then. I'm going to go 6x4, so we're going to be pulling more weight. Hopefully that will help us out. So that's £18,000. Yes, everything else is okay. Cool. Right. Looking good. Okay. They could have put some clean tyres on it for us, couldn't they? And now we need to have a look for a trailer. So let's just get in here. And trailers. And there should be some options. So there's that one. Does it take manure? Yes. Okay. There's this one. 48,000 litres. And have we got any others loaded in? No. Okay. So, oh, there's these. One, so that's 70, nearly 80,000 litres, 63. That might be. I think we're going to go for the legal for this job. So let's get that leased and go and collect some manure. Well, that went better than I thought it was going to. Trying to avoid stubborn cow. There we go. Probably going to get beached here, aren't we? So, down. Oh, I shouldn't have started recording. Can we refill from here? Yes, we can. Right, let's get this filled up and get it taken up to the BGA. Right then, so the manure is being dumped into the mini BGA, and on the way up here I was thinking that we may as well take a load to the other biogas plant as well. Let's just check on that one and make sure that it's activated. Oh, okay. We've ran out of space for electric charge, so let's change that to selling, and then that is activated, but it's out of space, so that's cool. We can get that sold, get a fair bit in for that. We'll leave the methane for now, and then we can also take a load of manure up to the other BGA, I think, the biogas plant, and get that activated. Obviously it's going to run nowhere near as quick as that one we've just unloaded into, but still it's income, and the sunflower oil is still piling up, which is good. Definitely liking the oil mill, and we'll have canola to go in there once we finish the harvest. Okay, so up at the other BGA, the slower BGA, let's get spun round and get unloaded. So I've no idea what the capacity is for this, for manure at this BGA. There we go. Let's see how much it takes. Hopefully it'll take it all, because otherwise that would be really annoying. 18,000 litres, really. Ugh. Okay. Well, can't be helped, I suppose. So let's get that activated. So that gives us 455 electricity, a bit of methane, and some digestate. We've already got 62,000 litres in there, so maybe we need to look at using our digestate more. We've got so much. Possibly need to look to see if there's a production that could do something with that. But I think what I'll do is take this to the other BGA, the much better BGA, and yeah, get it tipped in there. I do like this trailer. I did say before about getting one for when it's time to sell grain and doing bulk deliveries, so this could be the one, but we will see. Right, I'll get up to the mini biogas plant and yeah, get this unloaded. Right, so we are at the mini BGA again, and we're just approaching 7 PM, so we'll hang on for a minute because we should get a nice influx of cash. Come on. Just knock the time up ever so slightly. There we go. Lovely. And now we've got the space, hopefully, to put this slot in. Okay. Full up, but at the rate that processes, we are going to be... In fact, let's just change that. No. There we go. So what was I saying? Yes, so the rate that processes, we'll be able to just get this in no time. But yeah, I think that is where we're going to leave it. I'll have to straighten this truck up because it's upsetting, but there we go. Cool. So, shorter video today. There's not a lot going on the farm, so we're not going to drag things out. Hopefully, next time, we'll be able to do the poplars. But until then, thank you very, very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like. Consider subscribing to the channel. And I will see you next time. Take care.